Okay, guys, without wasting time, let's start it. So, today we are going to develop an application with JDBC, Servlets, and JSP, what we have discussed till now. So, before going to that, one small topic that is one design pattern. Okay, one design pattern. So, what exactly the design pattern it is? Okay, and why do we need it? What is the purpose of that we'll see, and then based on this design pattern we will develop one application. Okay, guys, are you able to hear me, guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let's start it. Yeah, so today we are going to discuss about model view controller, MVC design pattern. What exactly the MVC design pattern it is? Okay, what exactly MVC design pattern is? So before, without using MVC design pattern, okay, without using MVC design pattern, the maintenance of project is a bit difficult. Okay, why means so as part of MVC design pattern, so it is they have done some R&D. Who means small talk company. So it is initially in long back they have started using the MVC design pattern. Okay, so that time with the MVC design pattern, it is easy to maintain of that project. So to follow the MVC design pattern, compulsory our project must divide into three parts. Our project must divide into three parts. Those are model, view, and controller. Model, view, and controller. What exactly we will write inside the model, and what exactly we will write inside view? What is the use of controller? All those things that we'll see now. Okay, design pattern means, first of all, what exactly the design pattern means? It is the solution. It is a solution for the repeatedly occurring problems in the project. Okay, so this will be who will do this one. The solution will be provided normally by the some architects in the companies. They will do some R&D, and they will provide some solution for the commonly facing issues, commonly facing problems. So in that way, this MVC design pattern also came into the picture. Okay, if we are following the MVC design pattern, the maintenance of the project is easy. Okay, so to follow that MVC design pattern, compulsory our project must be divided into three components: model, view, and controller. What exactly we will write inside model component means? Component means it is a piece of code. The meaning of that. Okay. Now, this model component is contains of the code related to business logic. Okay, code related to business logic. What exactly the validation need to perform? What exactly need to get the data from the database? Those logics will write inside a model component. Okay. Now, what exactly the view component? View component, the name itself is saving view, right? The component, this component is responsible to display some information to the end user, to the end user. Like, let's say we are logging to some application, right? Let's say that is one view. Okay, we'll call it as a one view. After the login, it will get some home page. That is also one view. All that view for information, the user, whoever is going to see the information, the end user, that will call it as a view component. The JSPs, HTML, all these components will call it as a view components. Okay, is as part of view component will write only the presentation logic. Will write only the presentation logic. Next, what is the purpose of a controller? Okay, the controller, main purpose of controller is, okay, the main purpose of controller is getting the data from client, getting the data from client, and giving it to the appropriate model component to perform some operations, to perform some operation. That responsibility will be taken care by controller class. Okay, controller part. Now this is the sample diagram. So let's say this is our system. Okay, if I'm hitting any username and password, first it will go to some controller. Okay, and from the controller it will be interacting with the model component. Model will interact with the database. Again it will come back and it will give that information to the controller. From controller we can forward that response to the JSP component. JSP is sending that back to the client web client. So he will execute that JSP and he will render that response whatever is part of that view or JSP. Now we'll see through practically. Okay guys, now I have developed one banking application. Okay, I have developed one banking application. As part of this I have written some classes. Let's see one by one. Now, so what I have written, guys, till now what is model view controller is clear. MVC design pattern. MVC design pattern means it is a solution for the repeatedly occurring problems, okay, in the projects. For that, if we are following MVC design pattern, then the maintenance of project is easy. Okay, so what exactly MVC means? Model view controller. Okay, model means we will write off our business logic inside that model class, and view means it is of JSPs or HTMLs which are rendering information to the end user. Okay, we'll call it as a view components, and controller means we'll call it as a servlet, we'll call it as a controller. It is responsible to get the information from the web client, and it is sending that information to the appropriate model class. Okay, is it clear guys what is a MVC means? Then we'll go to the project.
Yes, sir.
Right, till now we have discussed controller is discussed, JSP is discussed, right? The Java bean means it is of like one class with setters and getters. Yesterday I showed you one employee class with setters and getters, right? We'll call it as a one bean. Okay, now first let me uh, go through of this application and then we'll go for the code. Okay, yeah, this is the application UI. Okay, so as part of this, if we have any details, if we have any details, let me truncate off the data which is have created SQLs also. You can create table name. Okay, now the data is deleted. Just I have created tables in the database. Okay, so let's start
Sir,
from, yes please, yeah.
you didn't explain about truncate, sir.
Yeah, sorry guys. So the truncate means what exactly? Delete statement will delete the rows. Okay, normally delete statement will delete the rows from the database. Now let's go 1 minute and then, yeah, employee with, do you have any let's see, employee info. Let's select start from emp underscore info. Emp underscore info, select star from. So we have some data is there, right guys? So if you want, by using delete we can delete the specified rows only. Okay, now and by using truncate we can delete the entire data, and it will recreate the same structure again back. It will recreate the structure back again. Now let's see, delete. In delete also we can use, but the truncate will delete the entire data as well as table everything, and it will recreate the same structure again back, only without data. Now let's say truncate, right? Truncate table, table name. So what it will do means, it will delete the data what is present inside. It will delete the data present inside emp underscore info table, and as well as entire table also it will delete, and as well as it will recreate the structure with same employee ID, employee name, salary, department, designation, gender, and email. With this, it will recreate the table, and by deleting entire data. Now let's see. Table employee is truncated. Okay, now let's go and see. Now table everything is deleted, again it is recreate that structure back. Okay, that is the purpose of truncate command. Okay guys.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, so what I did is, whatever I have the tables that is required for this table I have created. Okay, and I have done some insert dummy data inserted for testing purpose, and those data I have truncated. Now there is no data in the application. Okay, now if I don't have any username and password, what we can do, we can create one new account, right? Let me create one account. Let me df uh, um, Ramana, and password is test, and give some card number 34 plus Bangalore, and email at gmail.com, and do some, and click on create account. Click on create account. So account is created successfully, and click here. Okay, now just enter and paste. Click on login. Now this is our application. This is our application. So home page, it is our home page. So as part of this, we have create account page is there, deposit account page is there, and withdraw, get balance, transfer account, view reports. Okay, and this I'm doing some work on this one, guys. We'll see, I will show you that later. Okay, this part is only leave it for timing. This is the logout button. Okay, now, so first what I can do, so after login, let's assume I want to create one account with some account number. Okay, now just I have created one. This is my name which is coming from login page, and after that, this is generated account number, and what is the type of account you want to create. Just assume account, just I'm giving some comments, and then create account. This is of my account number. So just assume it is generated one, guys. Okay, and I don't have any balance, nothing is there. Now let's say assume I want to deposit some amount. Okay, this is my account holder name, this is the account number which is generated, and let me add up some amount 10,000, and deposit that amount. Deposit the amount. Your account is successfully to deposited to account. Okay, your amount is successfully deposited to your account, and current balance is 10,000. Okay, if you want to still deposit some more, then you can go for click here. If you want to withdraw something, then go some example, click here. Okay, now this is for withdraw, so it is from our account number. Now let's 2000 withdraw it, and click on withdraw. So your amount is successfully withdrawn from the account. Now go and check the balance. Now This is my account holder name, this is the account which I have, and check the balance. This is of my balance, 2000 is withdraw before, right? Now if you want to transfer, okay, if you want to transfer to some other account, there is no other account right now, it is added for this. Let's say for suppose, create one more account, create one more account of mine, and this is also some current account. So your current account is created. Now go and check here. Now it will show other account as well. Okay, it is of one more account. Now let's see of some 3000 I want to transfer to some other account. TRANS transfer amount. So go and check of transfer amount. So your amount 3000 is successfully transferred to this account. Okay, and if you want to check that your current balance, now see the current balance is 5000. Okay, now go and check off your other account is also there, right? Check, it is of 3000. Guys, is it clear? Are you understanding, right? It is
Yes,
of
sir.
just a UI, creating one account, depositing some money and withdrawing money, getting the balance, transferring amount to some other accounts. Okay, these are some basic operations I am doing. Okay, now after that, if you are logging out, you can log out. Okay, again it is coming back to login page. Now if you want to log in again, Ramana test, it is logging. Okay, are you understanding, guys, right? Now we'll see practical, the code explain. Okay, everything file by file. Okay, all controllers, servlets and JSPs, everything we'll see that. Now everything whatever you have done, all the accounts whatever you have created, everything will be stored in the database. Okay guys, now we'll see code one by one, and then we'll see through demo also. All right, now so once what is happen, let's say log out. Okay, let's say log out. If we have account, if we have account, then we can log in. If we don't have account, what we can do, guys? We can clear one, we can create a one account. What is happening at the time of click here is there, right? At the time of click here, let's, if you want to debug it, let's debug it, or else open this in the browser, open this in browser. Now let's see. Now right click, view page source, and F12. Now click on this F12. Yeah, F12, and now let's see this table body HTML. Now let's see where is the source, layout, layout. Second, guys, it will show here. Yeah, see that, click here. Okay, so what it is showing, it is showing of register customer, register customer. If not this one, just if you're clicking on F12 means we will get off developer tools open in the browser, any browser. If you're not understanding this one, then directly this is of login.jsp, right or not? Now open login.jsp, open login.jsp. This is login.jsp, guys. Okay, now as part of this, what we have, we have of let me close others for Now this is of login.jsp, right? So all these banners, everything, it is of some bootstrap something is there. Okay, you ignore about that, all the css everything. This is not required for us. Okay. Now, as part of our form, what is that? It is of our main purpose. Main use is username and password, and then click on login button. That is our action right now, right? So for that, search for form. For form, yes, this is the form of for displaying of username and password fields. Inside this, go and check username colon. Okay, again one text box. It is of input type text. Input type text. Input type equal to text, and the name of the field is username. Name of the field is username. Okay, and id is also one more attribute that is for validation. This is required. Okay. Now, next one more is password field. Password, name of the type is password. So it will display only dots. And the type of that field is password. After that, what I am doing? Submitting the button. I am doing of submitting the button. Okay. And apart below is one more. Do you want to create? Do you create? Want to create a new account? The message. Okay. Want to create a new account, then click here. So on click here, if you are clicking on that, on click here, the performing it is of some register customer. By default register customer action, the method is get default method for href is get only. Okay. Now go and search in the entire application. Go and search in the entire application. Where do we have? Where do we have control H? Okay, and containing text, and click on search. It will show that where exactly this action is performing. It is part of register controller servlet. Open that. Open register customer controller. This is the URL pattern. This is of URL pattern register customer. Then this method will execute. This inside this controller, it will come the control. Okay. Now inside this, so what is the method that will open? What is the method by default? Get method is. So that time what it will execute? This do get method will execute and response dot redirect of register customer dot JSP. Then it will execute of that register customer dot JSP, and then it will display the one more form. Is it clear, guys? The flow here, guys, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is what the flow, guys. We need to debug it, guys. Here, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
it's not clear, just let me know, guys. I will repeat again that time itself. Okay. So till now, in the login page, what all things is there? One is the login button, other one is click here. So if you are clicking on for creating new account, it is going to which controller, guys?
Register customers.
Register customer.
Register
Sir,
customer controller, correct. But which method will execute? Do get or do post? Do get or do post?
do get,
Why?
sir.
Yes, why means as part of anchor link, as part of this is anchor link. A means as part of anchor link href action we are giving as register customer. By default href anchor tag method is get method. Okay, directly it will come to this servlet, and it will execute of only do get. It will execute of only do get method. Now let's say if you want doubt, let's add some printouts. Okay, then we'll do in the debug mode if you want. Okay, system.out.println register controller folder to get method. See, are started. Okay. Next, add one more debug point, more system.out.println for understanding. Now do post. Now let's see whether it will execute or not. Now one more login servlet. Okay. So what I am doing first to directly one page is executing. Which page that is that? Login page, right or not? Right? By default, login page is executing. Let's close this one and let's in the debug mode. Let's run in the debug mode. Why directly the login page is displaying, guys? See, I didn't do anything in the URL. Directly it is displaying in the browser with the login page. Correct or not? Right?
Yes.
Why
Yes, sir.
it is displaying? What is the configuration for that? What is the configuration for that, guys?
Web.xml.
In web.xml file, welcome
Mm.
file. Welcome file means this is the page it will default. First, it will display once the application is started. The meaning of that. Is it clear? That is the reason it is displaying login.jsp. Okay, let's say for a suppose. Let's say for suppose register customer. Register customer. Let's try to register customer. Go to register customer. Okay. Now start the server. Is it everything correct? Spelling register customer. Okay. Yeah. Now let's run it. Which page is coming, guys? Now
Register.
why?
Register.
The reason is we have added the welcome file is register customer.jsp, right? So if always it is not good to go for a register customer, right? So by default, first it will show login.html. If the account does not have, then they will click on register customer, right? That is the best option. That is the reason first we have added online. In the first one is the login page. Okay. Now the next part. Now debug. Go here. Yeah. Now, if we have account, username and password, if we have account, let's search, select store from, okay. Now, we have an account, right? What is the username here?
Ramna.
And password is test, right? Now, we will take these credentials and then we will debug. Main is debugging, guys, okay? Main is debugging. If you understood the debugging part, then it is easy to understand the application. And the next part is test. On click on login button, it is going to one more thing. Wait. So on click on submit button. There should some action is compulsory required, right? So somewhere there might be some action tag, right? Somewhere there might be some action tag. What is the action here? This is the form, right? Our username and password form. What is the action here?
Login servlets.
Login servlet. Then it will go and check in the inside login. And what is the method type is also here? Method type is also I have mentioned, right? What is the method type? Post.
Post.
Compulsory it will execute which method inside the servlet?
Post method.
Yes,
Do post.
correct. Yes, correct. Do post. Okay. Now keep the debug point. Okay, and click on login button. It is asking to debug perspective. Now the controller came into this do post method, right? Now do one by one what you have entered. Username, keep the cursor there, and password, keep the cursor there. Test is there. Now I'm created one session. I'm created a one session. After that, so by giving this username and password, I need to validate in the database, right, whether this username and password is correct or not, right? So if both are correct, then only I should allow to open home page, right? Now there is one class I have written for validating that. What is that? So as part of this controller and service and DAO will come. Okay, three layers. First request will come to controller. From controller, it will move to service layer. I'm passing one more method I'm calling, that is of service layer login service. Okay, inside that the login method with username and password is there. So again inside that what we are doing, we are calling of DAO login DAO object of bypassing username and password. What exactly it is there inside? Now go inside. Yes, as part of DAO we are doing database validation. We are doing database validation. I have taken is valid one attribute, by default is false. I have taken. Okay, once with the username and password is correct with the database, then I will treat it as a valid one if the account is there means. This is of DB util. What exactly is DB util purpose, guys? See, it is for getting the connection database details all. Okay, driver name, connection, username and password. Okay, with these details I'm creating one connection. I'm creating one connection and that will return here. DB connection dot get connection means it will create one connection by taking all these details, and it will return one connection back to login dot DOIMPL login DOIMPL. So with this connection object, okay, first what is the query for getting username and password from the database, guys, from customer table? Select query. I explained select query. Select username, password from
Mm.
customer table, where username equal to whatever the username that you have entered in the login form, login page, and whatever the password, and password equal to question mark. What we will call it as question mark? What is this question mark, guys? Positional parameters that we have discussed in the JDBC. Do you remember, guys?
Yes, sir.
The question mark will call it as a positional parameters. For this, we need to pass the values. What is the values? Username, first parameter is username. Okay, prepared statement dot set string of username. Prepared statement dot set string of second one is password. Okay, I've created one prepared statement object by using this login query and setting that values. After that, execute that query. It will return the result. If result is there means, then with that username and password, the result is there means, then we should treat it as a customer is valid. Now let's go one by one. Oh, I think it will. Where is that? Somewhere it is there in the control here only. Yeah, the control is came to DAO layer, right? Now let's see. It is executing one by one. If data is there inside this, if data is there, then it will read the data. Username from night is there from the database, guys. After by passing that username and password, I'm checking in the database whether it is there or not. If it is there, this query will return data. That's what I am getting from the result set. Okay, and password is get string of second parameter. What is that? Second parameter, first parameter is username, second parameter is password. I'm getting that means that With this, whatever the username and password is entered in the user, with that there is a record in the database. That means that it is a valid customer. After that, what I am making is valid. Before, what I did, I made it as false. Now I am changing that to true. Yes, this way customer is valid. I am changing some boolean value to true, false to true, and that value I am returning back. That value I'm returning back. Now let's see, and click on F8. Click on F8. Now this line is returning true. This line is return true. It is executed service layer, DAO layer, and interact with the database. And yes, it is the customer is valid. After that, what I am doing, I am keeping if it is a true means, if the is valid is true. What is the logic I am doing? The customer name, whatever that is there, the username, I am storing in the session. I am storing in session. So what if I'm keeping in the session means in any of the page I can get the customer name. Okay, if I'm keeping in the session until logout, until logout. Okay. Now after that, to where I'm sending the request again back to home page if it is a valid means. Guys, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? So if both username and password valid means it is returning some true value. So if it is true means the customer name I am keeping inside session object. Okay, from session I will get that account name of the username. Okay, any page I want to, if I want to display means, after that I am sending that response to home page. Then it will open home page if it is valid. Let's see. See, it is going inside the if condition, and it is keeping that customer name in the session, and it is redirecting to home page. Now for this, go to here. See, now it is home page is opened. Right or not? This name is coming from the user home page, right? Now open the home page. Open control shift or home page. Home page dot JSP. See, inside the JSP, what I am doing, I created one variable string username equal to empty. Okay. If it is there in the session, session dot get attribute of customer name not equal to null, then I'm getting that username. Right. So see where we are. So here it is displaying means welcome comma name. Ramana is displaying means somewhere we are whatever the value that is getting from the session that we are displaying there. So how to display? By using expression, right or not? See that guys? May welcome, comma, welcome, comma, and my name, whatever the username that is there. Through expression, we are displaying. Clear guys this part? Okay, right? Now next party. So by default, what we are displaying here? Nothing, just welcome page, right? Home page with some message. Now search for this one. It is a marquee tag, marquee. Okay. Now search for this. See, it is of some font equal to this one. If you are changing some different color, okay. Now marquee means what it will do? It will left to right it will move. That is see here we are giving of that marquee. If it is removing this one means then it will not move from left to right, sorry, right to left. Let's see if you want to try that. Okay, now save it. And hey guys, is it moving now or is it static one? Now I
Starting.
removed one tag,
Start
just it
moving.
is simply displaying, right? So as part of that, for moving up that message, welcome to online bank. Okay. So we are using of some marquee tag. Okay. Now next refresh it. right? Now the next one. So here under welcome Ramana, there are some create link and there are some links are there, right? So what is those things? Now let's go and see of username, search it, search it again, search it, yeah. So if we are create button, create one link is there, right? Where it is there, create, right? So if you want, let's view source. See guys, view source as part of this, as part of this. See, so create account. So if I'm clicking on this one, if I'm clicking on this one, so what will happen? It is of anchor tags, right? Create account JSP will be executed directly. Create account JSP will execute. Create account JSP will execute. Now open that. What is there? What is the create account? What exactly it contains? What exactly it contains? Account holder name, okay, and account number. It is of generated one. I have given this one is generated. I have generated this random generated account number. See, I have used Java title that there is a class random, or from that I'm generating one integer within this range, within this range only, not more than that. Now let's go here and click on create button, create account. There is no controller, directly the JSP is executing here. Now what is the first one? As part of account holder name, right? So search for this if you have any doubt. See, create account holder name, okay. From where it is coming guys, the name, whatever the name that we are displaying here, it is displaying by default, and click on this create account, right or not? Inside text box without my without entering, it is displaying. So from where it is coming, it is getting from the session, okay. It is getting from the session, and then there is a value attribute inside HTML. So whatever the value that we are keeping inside, it will display inside that text box. Inside, let's say suppose if I am giving here as IBC, just assume IBC. Now let's see that what is the value it will come. Now what is the value it is coming guys?
IBC, sir.
So how it is coming IBC? Is it from session or is it we have entered?
We have entered, sir.
So in the JSP, we have manually done. So if you want to get the value which is who is logged in, their name, then get that value from session. Okay, session dot get attribute of customer name, customer name. So inside login servlet, we have stored this value. See, session dot set attribute we have done. So in the rest of the places, only set attribute will do only once in the login page. Remaining all pages will do of only get attribute. Okay, get attribute. And I'm telling here, I made it only read only. I made only read only. I don't want to allow, I don't want to enter anything here. I don't want to enter anything, I don't want to allow. Even if I'm trying also, it is not allowing me. It is not allowing. Let's say for suppose if I am removed this one, okay. Now just refresh it. It is entered from the session. It is allowing to, if I am removing that, if I am removing that, read only is true, then it is allowing to write something, right? I don't want to allow that the username. I don't allow my, I don't want to allow to modify my name. So that is the reason read only made is true. Read only make it as true. Now let's see that. Now it is change it back to Ramana only. Clear guys? Now next one. After that, account number. Account number. This account number is generated one. Whatever you have generated in the above through Java code, that I am displaying through JSP expression. Okay, and after that there is some drop down. There is some account type: current account, saving account, student account. Right. Now let's say suppose if you are modifying anything here, then there it will impact that one. Okay, in the JSP. Now select whichever you want, current account or saving account or whatever. After that, account details. Just give some text area for entering some comments. After that, click on submit. Now let's go and see what is the action for this form. Action. What is the action for this, guys? Create. What is the action for this?
Okay. Create it.
Sorry, create account. So now we need to search for create account where it is available, right or not? Yeah, can you guys need to tell me which is the controller servlet, which is the servlet? So here now see create account servlet, create account servlet, this is the action. It will search, see, create account. This action is identified URL pattern. If once it is identified, then it will execute. Go and see what is the create account method type. Create account method type. What is the method, guys? Here post. Compulsory we need to go for do post. Do post. So what we have entered in that, guys? What are the details that we have entered? Username is there, and account number, account type, and details, right? Now let's keep it and enter the details. Some account creating, just message. Okay, click on create. The request come to where it is came the control. Once I click on button, control came to do post.
Get
Right?
it.
No, not get. Do post. As part of say create account, what we have method we have given? Post. Compulsory it will come and execute of do post method. Inside this, we are capturing all the details. We are capturing all the details. Username. Let's go and see the username. See, the name of the field is username, right? Now next, what is the account number? The name of the account number field is account number, and the next one is account type. It is a drop down, right? Now go and see account type. So out of if you are taking this account type, whichever the selection you have done, current account if you are selecting, then the value will come as current. If you are selecting saving account, then the value will come as saving. If you are selecting a student account, then the value will come as student. Now let's see that one by one. Move F6, F6, F6. After that, let's see the values what we have entered in the page. Username is Ramana Kim. Account number 320. Now let's see that account number. See 3206434. 3206434. Right? Now account type. What we have selected? Current account we have selected. The details. Account creating the message. That's what I have entered here. Right? Now next. So with this details, I want to create one account. With this details, I want to create one account. So to create account, there may be some details and table is required, right? So now let's see. I have created one account class, account name, account number, account type, and account details and balance. With this, I have created one Pozo class or with bean class. Okay, yesterday we have seen what is bean, right? And I have entered setters and getters. Okay. Now, after that, whatever the values that I have captured from the browser through controller, right? Now, I'm setting all those values to account object. I'm setting all those details to account object by using setter methods. By using setter methods and default balances I'm keeping as 0 in the initial time. Okay. Now, this is the first one, guys. That is the reason I'm taking time and then explaining. The next one onwards, I'll move fast. Okay. Next. To create account, first I need to pass this account object to account layer, service layer. Create account, then I am passing that account object, account DAO dot create account. Inside this, what I'm doing, I'm getting the database connection, and I'm inserting that account details into database by using positional parameters, which is coming from account object. Okay, here five positional parameters is there. Then from the account, we should get five positional values. Prepare statement at set string of account name, account number, account type, account details, the message, and balance. Okay, all those things I am executing, and then I am executing of that statement. Prepared statement. Now go here. It will. Let's wait. It is executing. Yeah, it is executed. Now see the count. Count means one user is created. Okay, and that I'm keeping, that account number I'm keeping in the session. And if account count is greater than 0, then it is redirecting to do account page, do account data JSP. Now let's click on that. It is executed. Now F8. Now let's go and see that page. So what is the message, guys? Here do account. So now let's see what is there in the do account, right? The message, the account number which is created, and that with some message I am displaying. See, your account is successfully created and account number is this one. Your account is created successfully and your account number is this one, whatever that we are getting. Okay, and the next one is to deposit amount into our account. I'm adding some anchor tag. Click here. To withdraw amount, click here. One more anchor tag. Okay, let's say the account is created. Now I want to deposit some amount. Either you can click here or you can click here also. Same page will come. If you are clicking here also, the same page will come. See, both are same. Guys, is it clear what I'm saying now? Account is created.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure whether you people are understanding or not. If not understood, please ask me, guys. Okay, now the next part is yeah. Now the next one is after creating account, what we can do, guys? After creating, we can do a deposit, let's say. So inside this, whatever the account that is created, I am getting other accounts also. I am getting when I click on deposit. Okay, then it is executing of deposit controller. Okay, deposit controller do get method is executing. By default, do get method is executing. I'm getting the value from, say, a customer name from the session. Okay, after that, whatever the values that account details we are displaying under the account number drop down, from where it is coming. Now let's see that here. It will execute and it will get the data from, see, deposit service get account number. Okay, by using name I'm getting the details. Select account number. Okay, from account details where account holder name is whatever there in the session, based on session username, I'm getting the account query I have created. Okay, now let's see, create statement on this query. It will execute and it will return all that list. See, I've created one array list with integers. Okay, for every time whatever it is returning that account number, so I'm storing inside the array list object. Inside array list object, that list I am returning back to the service layer, and service layer is returning to controller layer, returning back that value, whatever the data that is returning the array list of integers, that I am keeping inside session account number list I'm keeping in session. Okay. Now let's go and see deposit. Do deposit. Now open this. This is the page that what we have seeing here. Now let's go and see here. Account number list I'm getting from session. Okay. After that, what I'm doing now, let's go on. Come down. Deposit amount in account. The message is the header. Deposit amount in account is the header. Okay. Now the next one, account holder name. From where I'm getting, I'm keeping a session in the login type, and then every page I'm getting this customer name from session only, guys, by using get attribute. Okay. Now the next one is I am iterating that account numbers, right? Here these are dynamic. If you're adding one more account, then one more value will come here. This should be dynamic. So that is the reason. So I'm using for loop here. For int I equal 0, account number list dot size and I plus plus. This is one scriptlet and option. So where that account number should go, inside value and for display purpose, right? Value I'm setting as account number list dot get of I. Every time until the size of list is completing, it will iterate that values and then it will give. If want, let's go and verify the source of this. View source. Now let's see. See this one. It is iterated three times, right? See option value that is coming, whatever it is coming from the session account number list. So account colon account number colon that value I am giving for display here. See account number colon that values I am giving. Okay. Select one and enter some amount. Click on deposit. Click on deposit. Then once it is click on that, then go to, then this time it will call do post method. It will call do post method. Get the username, account number and amount. Okay. So where I'm checking, so if already the amount is there, if already amount is there for that specific account, there is some balance is there, then we should, guys, if already in your account some 1,000 rupees is there, if I'm transferring some 2,000, then what is your account balance?
3,000.
3,000 means that means that before what is the account balance I should know, right? Then only I can add that 2,000 extra amount to your account balance, correct or not? That means
Yes.
that before that we should know the account balance of our account, right? Now for that reason, first I am getting the account balance of my account by passing that account number. So for this amount I am passing deposit amount. Deposit amount method I am calling. What is the method I am doing? Deposit amount plus current balance, both I am transferring for this account number. Then it will, the deposit amount it will do the amount, this is the amount of the current balance plus the deposit amount both. Okay. And go here and I am updating account details, set balance equal to whichever the updated balance amount, where account number equal to our account number, my account number. Now let's see, we will do one test. Now 15,000 is the current balance, right? So that means that how much I have entered, 10,000 is entered, but this time it is coming 15,000, right or not? That means let's say do one more time. If I am doing 5,000 now, okay. Now what is the current balance, guys? What is the current balance? Let's see. Go and search it. Account. What is the account, guys? What is the account? 740 is about 15,000 is there. For the account which is the 8657540. right? 865754 is the account balance is 15,000 is there. Now I am transferring, I am depositing 5,000 to the same account. Now click on this. Now see that. Now let's execute of this one. How much is there? 20,000. So before, but at the time of entering time, I am giving only 5,000, right? So how exactly means internally the deposit controller, first I am getting the balance, and then for that balance the deposit amount I am adding and then sending to the database, and it will update it again with the updated balance. Okay, after that get the account balance, updated account balance I'm keeping in the session. That's value, that's the 20,000 is coming here in this page. That's what. Okay, after that if it is deposited successfully, okay, then I want to do of some transaction details. I want how many number of times I have transferred, all those details we can insert into the database. We can insert into the database. So if you want to know that, then I'm keeping up account name, account number, and zero, and deposit amount. Let's see. First time it is of deposit information, right? And deposit, and the when it is deposited. After that do deposit. Now let's go and check in the transaction tables. Let's check. Let's start from, these are the continuous operation, guys. So one time 5,000, this last time I have entered 5,000, right? This is 8675 8657,540, right? Now let's try to do of some other account, and deposit is the operation. See, now let's see, and click here to deposit. At this time I want to deposit to some other account. Okay, now 2,500 or 25,000. Now it is see, now it will see what is that, 6504874. Okay, destination, it is not transferring, right? It is of deposit type. And what is the amount? 25,000 when it is 16th today. Is it clear, guys, this part? To deposit means compulsory we should get the current balance, and then we need to increase that deposit amount for that. Okay, the next part is withdraw. So even from which account you want to withdraw, let's say select first account and of some 1,000 rupees withdraw it. Now withdrawal is done. Now go and check the transaction details. See, now from 8657,540 withdraw, it's not destination, just withdrawal, and then 1,000 rupees withdraw. Okay, now let's say after withdraw, okay, if you want to get the balance, if you want to get the balance, select whichever the account you want, get the balance. Okay, now go again back and then select the get balance. It is of 19,000. Just now 1,000 is withdrawn, not transferred, withdrawn. Now let's transfer the amount. Let's transfer the amount. This is my source account. The second one is 6504874. I'm transferring of some 2,000. Let's see what is the account balance of 8657,540. 86 8657,540. The account balance is 19,000, guys. Okay, and the account balance to which one I am transferring, 6504874. The account balance of 6504874 is 28,000. Now let's transfer 2,000 from 8657,540 to 6504874, and transfer 2k amount. Okay, click on transfer. Now, so while transferring, here what I should do, I should get the balance of if I don't have sufficient balance, then we should get error, right, guys? Here we should have two things. Here If the account having doesn't have sufficient balance, that time we should get error, right? So before that, for that reason we should get account balances, right or not? Now let's see, and then we will see the code. See, your amount 2000 is successfully transferred to 6504874. Now go and check. Now it should come as 17,000. The second one is coming as, is it updated, guys? The first account is reduced to 2000 amount, and the second destination account is increased 2000, right or not? How exactly means? How exactly means? Let's go and check it. Do this is for displaying, okay? This is for getting of customer name from the session, and getting the account number, okay, source account number, and the destination account number, from which account to which account you want to transfer. This is the from account, this is the to account, and this is the transferring amount. I am getting the account balances. I am getting the account balance for source account, okay, and I am getting the account balance for destination account. So for the whichever the destination account you are transferring, that account balance also we should update. That is the reason I'm getting account balance for both source and destination. Okay. If the account balance is zero, okay, account balance is zero means then we should say no balance exception we should go, right? If the transfer amount is greater than current balance, if the transfer, let's say your account have 10,000 but you are trying to transfer 20,000, then in this case also you don't have sufficient balance, some error message should come. Okay, if both conditions are not satisfying, then current balance minus transfer amount, okay, then deduct that from your current balance, deduct the amount which you are transferring to other accounts, and our available balance will be changed, right? With that available balance, I need to update again, right? So that amount I will withdraw first. Once if the balance is there, then I will withdraw, okay, then I will withdraw from your account. So it is updating with the remaining balance. Okay, if it is there means. Now next, after that withdraw, then if it is a successful withdraw, then I am depositing that amount to destination account. Destination account balance plus transfer amount to the destination account number. I am updating in the database. This is of updating the to database for the destination account, or your account you want to transfer. After that, if it is deposited everything successfully, then I'm adding that transaction in the transaction table, okay, and that information I'm displaying in the transaction success dot JSP. That is what this transaction success dot JSP. Is it clear, guys? Guys, maybe if not clear means maybe at a time it is of very difficult to understand the structure. Many files we are returning, right? The project means it will be like this only. It is not like one or two files or five files. Okay, guys,
Yes,
project
sir.
is,
Yes.
it is like this only, guys. Not like core job we are developing only one file, two files only, right? It's not like the project means it will be like this only. All Java code will be right inside SRC, okay, and all JSP's HTML, CSS, and images, everything. See all images, whatever that is there. So or else let's click on logout. There is some image came, right? So that all those images compulsory should be in the our project. So under images folder I have added all those things. Under CSS, the styles or whatever that is required for colors, all those things, as part of this we have that. These files we are included in our JSPs everywhere. Now let's want to see the CSS. CSS slash menu, CS slash, these are we are added. See, one is menu, other one is main.css. All these files all images, everything. See, images, URL, image from images. It is loading that image and then it will display that in our page. These are all JSPs, guys, for displaying, and then it is a view component. All this JSPs will come as a view part. Okay, all these controllers will come as a controller part, and DAOs and service will come as the model part. The business logic will write here only. Okay, so it will come to the database and then it will interact with the database and updating everything we are doing inside the DAOs, right? See, create account, balance, transferring, everything. It is service, right? Sorry, this is service layer and this is of DAO layer. See, this is what one project, guys. What you people will do at the time of your testing. Okay, at the time of your testing. So at the time of logout, so one second, logout is what you are doing. Session is invalidate. It will invalidate the session. Now let's suppose we'll create a one more account. Click here, give up some. So password also same. 1,004 email email account, create account. Account is created successfully. Accounts, so login. Now it is coming as Ashok. Welcome to Ashok. Click on create account. See, now create one account. Create. And this. Now go to deposit. Now some 20,000 deposit and withdraw. So under this only one account is associated, right? Go to transfer account. Now see, all accounts are coming. If while transferring, right? This is my accounts is also there as part of this. To whichever account you need to transfer, you can transfer that. Okay. The get balance is showing for only for your accounts. Okay, and withdrawn is also you can do from your account. Let's say create a another account, saving account, saving account. Click on create. Now go and check deposit to which account you want to transfer. One more account is also created. These are accounts related to yours. Okay. Now get balance. Now try for second. It is a zero balance. Try to transfer amount from your two accounts, right? Second account does not have balance, right? Now let's try to do up some 1,000 or 100 TRA transfer. Now let's see what will happen. See, you are not having sufficient account balance. Please deposit some balance. Okay, your number not have sufficient accounts. If you want, deposit or create or log out. Okay, this is what, guys. But report part is causing some issue. This is of hard coded value that I hard coded in the JSP. That is the reason it is coming here. Apart from this, rest of the code is all done. Any doubts, guys? Here you can ask me, whichever is not understood in the flow, anything, the functionality. Guys, you are able to hear me, right?
Sir, will you share this project with us?
Yeah, sure, I'll share. So that's what I'm doing, right? So whenever you are installing this one, okay, whenever you are executing of this one, so these tables first before that execute these tables and create it. Okay, and
Okay.
after that you need to please check these jar files should be there in our class path compulsory. And apart from that, anything else is missed. And Oracle must be installed before that. I've used of Oracle, and along with this you people need to modify of db util class is there, right? Here I have used my own username and password. Okay, you people need to change your account details. Okay, your database username and password, and here the service name. This is which as per my Oracle installation I have updated these details. As per you, you need to modify these details.
How to get those jar files, sir?
Jar files as part of project I am giving for time being. Okay, this will come as part of project I am adding this one. Let me
Okay.
somewhere where I have JSP workspace, right? Let's go and C drive, E drive, sprint training, tool batch, advanced JSP workspace. So this one yesterday JST also I have not given, right? Or JSP is anything I have not given, or how it is, guys? I think JSPs I have given, right? Let me JSPs. Okay, JSP is not given. Let me share it. All now make it JSP workspace rare and add to rare. JSP workspace.
Manually, how to include those jars in projects, sir? If
Yeah.
they are not there already.
Yes. What we need to do means inside lib folder we need to copy paste it. At the time of creating project. At the time of creating project, let's open create one dynamic web project. Okay, test project. Okay, let's assume. Click on next. Click on next. Generate web.xml file and finish it. As part of this, you the project contains the lib folder. See, lib folder. So whatever the libraries that is required for the project, just add inside this for timing as part of dynamic web project. The next time onwards we will do of Maven project. That time only including of that dependency in the pom.xml file. Okay. Up to now we are created dynamic web project, guys. From now onwards, from the next time onwards, we'll create only dynamic, only Maven projects. Only Maven projects.
Okay, sir.
So what is the difference, sir?
Difference means this will use of ant build. All libraries we need to add to the project. Okay, but in case of Maven project, we will not add the libraries. We will add a repository path from where exactly need to download that repository from the libraries, from where exactly it need to download that path we will give, but not libraries. Okay, it will download from the online, from through Maven repository path it will download, and it will keep inside our local system. Now once you are installing Maven, then you can see all those things, that libraries whatever it is downloading. Okay, inside .m2 folder, inside here it will get all those libraries. It will download that if you are using Maven means. So next time onwards, it won't hit for the Maven repository. First time it will download from the Maven repository and means from online, and then it will keep inside our local path in our local system. Next time you are trying for the same jar means it will pick from the local. Whichever is not available, it will go to the Maven repository of online, and then it will pick download that. That is the
Yes, sir.
responsibility of Maven. It will do that. We don't need to do that. Is it clear, guys? At least somewhat this project. The project means till now we are not seeing the project, right? So that is the reason maybe it is of bit heavy for you. Okay. Now let's say the path. This is the package structure, guys. So that's what I have created. Com dot ibc techno dot forms. Forms means account creation, customer creation. Okay, those things I have created as a forms. Okay, and db related things I created as a db util. Okay, let's say sometimes if you want to maintain constants, okay, then we can create a class constants. We'll create constant class, and let's say normally what we can do is sometimes go here and take this one, take this control x, and go to keep inside constants. Okay, and from the constants normally we will get this one. Now go to db details dot constants. It is a good way of practicing it. Okay, and check it. Oh, no issue. So like this we need to pause which constant it is going. Constant dot only static final. This is of maintaining statics, guys. Constants, constants not available. Then it is called static field only. Correct. Constant.
No need to import constant class.
Hmm? We need that. Okay. Need of driver name, all those things. Yeah. Driver name. Temp, dot. Now we are maintaining. If you are maintaining of any constant related to the application, then we can create one class inside that. If you are any maintaining of any exceptions related to the application, then we can create a one package called XE PPI exceptions. Okay. Sorry. Dot exceptions. User exceptions. exception package. Exception. This it is moved to exception and control alt shift yes. Generate the constructor or else public create exception constructor string message. So message. That's it. Like that, if you want to maintain any exceptions, we will write inside this class. Okay. And if you want to maintain any other files, we'll create separate packages for them. Okay. So as part of web, I have created under controller again, DAO and service. Okay. Under DAO again, separate sub. Under DAO again, for each module, for balance check, for creating account, for deposit account, for login, for reports, for withdraw, everything I have created separate structures. If you want, you can go through of all these things. This is the structure, guys. Package structures and then creating project, and we need to segregate correctly. Okay, then only the maintenance of project will be easy. Otherwise, if you are writing all the files, whatever you have created, it's around 50 files you have created. Then 50 files you are keeping in single package. It is very difficult to see which class I need to open like that. Then in this case, the controller means yes, directly I can go to controller package. DAO class means DAO package. Service layer means service package. Like that, we need to segregate all the files. So under which we need to write that we should know that. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Mm, if any doubt is there, just to practice it, guys. Okay, whatever I can tell you, that I can tell you. If you are not practicing means that I can't help you if you are not doing that. Okay, that's all for today's class, guys. If anything is there, then we'll discuss tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to start hibernating. Okay, guys. If any doubt is there, then we can discuss now. Just tell me, ask me. Sorry, someone is asking something. Maybe someone asking, maybe due to some speak. Or else you can give in the chat also, whatever you are expecting. Guys, okay. That's what for today's class. Yes. Okay, guys. Yeah. Thank you. I'm sharing this detail.